Hey, so I actually wanted to talk a little bit about the woman who had the brick thrown at her and the live stream that Willie D live did. Okay. So, first off, I actually want to go and talk about this chick first because I'm hearing different things from different people, and some of it's just not adding up for me. Okay. Because from what I understand, is this that she got hit, she came out of the club or whatever, some African club. That's what people are saying. She came out of the club. Now they're saying that she had like a tarp or some kind of mask on her face. She comes out, starts the video. Her face is now swollen. Okay. She's crying. She's saying all this. People said that she knocked the hat off of a white dude. Then they said it was an African dude that she knocked the hat off of. And they said that he hit her with the brick, but people are saying that her face was already swollen prior to it. And then she's at the hospital. Okay. Then people are saying that there's like a witness, and he said, yeah, I seen him hit her with the brick, which means that she then got hit with the brick. So then it couldn't be this whole, oh, it was, no, she had this before. I don't know. It seems like it's just too much speculation going on. I'm not really sure what the actual details of the story were, because people are saying one thing and I'm hearing like two, three different stories coming from the same thing. Okay. So that right there already was not really making too much sense to me. But that was what this whole story is. Okay. And then I went and watched earlier today Willie D's live that he went on for YouTube, and he was talking about the whole case and everything. And you had a few not a few, you had a lot of people who were like, no, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong, and all that kind of stuff. So I kind of want to address that a little bit. So first off, you seen when this whole case broke, you seen black women who were saying, yo, this is the kind of stuff we're talking about. Okay. Just from the initial woman, she says, I don't want to give my number to you. Dude comes up and he hits her with the brick because she denied him entry to her life or whatever. Okay. So you had a lot of black women who were defending her. Okay. And I was, I like to hear all the facts before I start doing anything. But I was like, from just this base information, I believe her. I'm like, you're showing a very swollen face, and I know how guys are. Okay. I've seen many stories. I've had, even personally, when I would be like hanging downtown or whatever, during my college years and everything. And, I'm just walking in a bar, with my homegirl or whatever. And I have a guy who would go in tightly. I mean, he grabbed my arm so tight there was marks left on it. I'm like, yo, dude, I don't even know him. I'm like, yo, what are you doing? I was like, no, can you let go? And he was getting all like he's going to do something to me. I'm like, what the heck, dude? I don't even know you. So that's why I was like, I could kind of understand, whether just from base information, I could understand where she's coming from. Okay. Because you have a lot of weirdos out here. So you had a lot of black women who were jumping to defend her, but then you had a lot of black men who was saying, well, she lying. Nah, that didn't happen. Nah, we wouldn't do that. And just doing all of that. So what Willie D was saying in his video was, regardless, let's say you didn't know anything else. This was just the base information that you have. He's like, y'all were quick to jump on her. Y'all weren't even quick to defend her, but y'all supposed to be the protectors. He's like, y'all aren't even trying to protect her. Not physically, but I mean, even just emotionally, protect her in the comments or something. He's like, y'all not even trying to do any of that. Y'all just over here, well, she's this, she's that. Oh, well, but did you check her Instagram page? But you didn't know about her Instagram page just from the initial video. Y'all didn't even know who this woman was, okay? Or, I mean, just at face value. And you could be wrong on what we're seeing. I could be wrong on what I'm seeing. Everybody could be wrong on what we're seeing. But just straight up what you're seeing. You didn't know any of this other information. So you just made an assumption that she's a problematic person because she's dark skinned and she's yelling and crying that she got hit in the face. Just like people were saying, like, oh, well, it was an African guy. Africans, they don't play. And, but those are African blacks. They're not blacks. What? Well, aren't you called an African American in America? Yeah, but we're not African. We're black. I mean, those are different kinds of people over there, with the Africans and to me, I was just like, you know what I mean? And that gets more into this whole division that he was also talking about in this video. Because Willie D was talking about how black people, we love to divide ourselves so much. So much. It's crazy, just even from personal experience. Oh, you're light skinned. You think you better than everybody. Ooh, let's go beat her up and let's go talk ish to her because she light skinned and she thinks she better than everybody. I've had that from only other black women I've had that from, which is crazy, right? Only other black females have I ever had that from. We just get hatred just because of a skin tone that I can't help it. I got light skins that run in my family, but my dad black, my mom's black. My granddad's black. My other granddad's black. My grandma, my granny, they're black. Their parents, they're black. So I guess I'm not understanding. I'm less black because I'm light skinned. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. But you have a lot of people who they divide just based on that. Now we got this whole male versus female kind of thing going on. It's like, oh, well, the men are all evil and this and that, and they all suck, and the women, oh, well, y'all ain't ish, and it's like, well, how would you be here? How would you be here right now? How would you be here? By a male and a female getting together and creating your black self, right? So don't you think there should be some kind of harmony going on? But he was also talking about in there how with all the division, and then you just have these men who they just hate women, there's a not new term, but the femicide kind of thing. You attack women just because they are that. But you have a lot of men who they will also just they hate women so much, which, whatever. They say they're straight, but then they hate women. I'm like, oh, that, I guess I don't really understand how that's possible, but whatever. But they say that they're straight, but they hate women. They hate women so much. They truly dislike them, but then they want to sleep with them. I'm like, but and just like what he was saying in the video, I'm like, well, if you hate them so much, wouldn't you want to get away from them? It's like it's like you hate jalapenos. Okay. You say jalapenos. The smell of it. Oof. The taste of it, oh God, it's revulsing, oh, it's terrible. So then at nighttime, you always have a big bowl of jalapenos because you don't like them at all. You hate them, but you gotta have them. It doesn't make any sense to me. I'm sorry, that makes zero sense to me. So you say that you don't like women, and that's fine. You can mess around with men or the trans, whatever you want to do. Cool. You say you don't like women, but then you get mad when a woman says that she doesn't want to be with you. She doesn't want to give you her number. You want to stab her, shoot her, kill her. We have news stories, plenty of them for that. You say that you don't like women, but then you want to get her number and sleep with her. Then when she says no, then it's like, well, F y'all. See, y'all all the same. But you don't like me anyway. So why would you even want to engage in anything with me if I'm not your cup of tea? It doesn't make any sense. And what he was saying also is just the fact that you have a lot of men who have unresolved issues. And in the black community, we have a lot of people who they don't believe in therapy. They don't believe in getting your mental health right. They don't believe in actually trying to better oneself mentally and emotionally. They just don't believe it. They don't believe that we should do that. You just fix it, take it up to the Lord, and you'll be good to go. And it's like, nah, that's not the only way that you can actually get better. But that's what's going on. You have a lot of people who just think that you should not resolve these issues, and you have a lot of men who were hurt. Maybe your daddy wasn't in the house, and you blame your mama. Okay, let me tell you, most women are not keeping the man away. If the man does not want to be there, the man ain't gonna be there. Okay, so it is what it is. Okay, if your dad wants to fight in court to see you, he will fight in court. But you got a lot of men out there who simply just don't want to be the father that they that they should be. I mean, they went inside her, and then it was just like, okay, well, that's your business. You know what I mean? So can you really go and blame the person who stayed there? Oh, well, she was toxic. Okay, so now we're deflecting again. They were making it back and forth when both people need to be taking accountability. She stayed, he didn't. You need to bring him together, and then we could go and talk. You know what I mean? But it's always this crazy division going on with every metric, every single thing. And people were saying like, oh, well, she said that she don't need a man and this and that. Why should we protect her? How did you know that? Did she say that in that video when you initially saw it? No, I mean, I started doing some research on her. And then once I found some research on her, did some research, then I found out that she was okay, but you didn't know that initially. And you were already saying that you weren't going to protect her. And this is what he's saying in this video, that a lot of people his whole message just flew out the window. In one ear, out the other. It just completely went out the window. And I'm like, how do you not see this? How do you not? I mean, he's telling you straight up what it is. What he's saying is, as I already explained it, but I'll explain it again. You are already making assumptions about people, your own people, which blacks, we are disliked everywhere we go, damn near, except for Africa, but even some parts in there, depending on your skin tone and where you're from. You know what I mean? We get so much hatred from whites, Asians, Hispanics, so much hatred. And we can't even just unite within ourselves. Now, yes, do we have a lot of Rachisas up in here? Some Ray Rays and Pookies and Watermelon Andreas? Yes. But we also have a lot of Denises, Alexes, Vanessas, Chandras, Raymonds, whatever, insert the name, who aren't fitting that stereotype. But you say, well, a lot of these women, I mean, they're like OnlyFans women. So that means 90% of the women are like OnlyFans women. And that's why I can't even protect them. Because I've seen now, this is all taken with a grain of salt because you don't really know if this dude was here. He said he was here, but okay. He said that he didn't know anything about this woman before. He said this was just a random woman and he seen that she got hit with the brick. Okay. It was some guy that was around or whatever. And he said that she got hit with the brick. And he's like, well, I didn't want to get involved in that. That ain't any of my bit. Well, that's what protecting is. That's the whole point. If the deed's already done, then there's no protection that needs to be had. Now, me personally, I'm not saying that he was right. Definitely. No, he wasn't right for that. She also shouldn't have, if this is true, she also shouldn't have knocked over the hat and did any of that. For the man should have kind of helped to de-escalate. If you're seeing all this kind of stuff, that's part of protecting. No one's saying that you gotta get up and roll up on the dude and be like, oh, okay, what you think, dude, or any of that. No one's saying you gotta do that. But even just a de-escalation, like, the lady don't want to talk to you. Just leave her be. Lady, can you go? And if she keeps staying, then, I mean, that's out of your hands at that point. You know what I mean? Because I get you don't want to get all up in somebody's face and do all this and do all that. But you cannot be, or you cannot claim to be a manly man and a provider and a protector, and you make it $50,000 a year for providing. And you can't be saying that, or less than that. You can't say that you're a protector. And then when it's time to protect, you're just like, well, I mean, they ain't got anything to do with me. You know what I mean? But that's just my opinion on that. I just feel like really what should have happened was maybe the dude, let's just try to de-escalate it. And if it's 10 men standing around one dude, everyone, just cool it out. Come on. Okay, she dropped your hat. Here's your hat. I picked it up off the floor, man. Just go in the bar. Or, hey, let's just walk over here. No, let's just get away. Lady, can you leave? And then if she wants to pop off at the mouth, you've done your protection. There's only so much you can do. Okay. I'm not saying that if the dude already got a brick, but where was the brick? Where did this happen? Did he go and walk over to a brick, or the brick was right at his foot and he did it? Because if you seen him doing whatever, hey dude, can you just leave? She ain't even worth it. Or hey lady, I'm gonna go and take you back inside because what we're doing, this ain't gonna happen. Go call the cops. You know, if you actually got hit with the brick, whatever, go call the cops, do your thing, whatever. Dude, let's get over here. That's how you de-escalate. Okay. And I get not everything is gonna be a perfect puzzle, a perfect jigsaw, but at the end of the day, there's different levels to it. I'm not saying that you seen the brick, get in that guy's hand, you gotta be like, oh, let me try to, protect you. I'm not saying you gotta do any of that, but I mean, dude, you could have talked. I mean, that's all. You could have done that, and that is a form of protection, a de-escalation. I don't know, but that's just me, and I just felt like a lot of what Willie was saying, people, you had some people who were trying to pretend like they understood what he was saying, but they didn't know what he was saying, even though he was making it as clear as day. So I just thought that was pretty interesting. I'm like, yo, he's telling you that you guys are just trying to divide, have this crazy gender war, and then you say, no, that's not true, but these women, you can't trust them because they talk too much. Okay, well, you didn't, everything that he said went in one ear and out the other for you. But I thought that was a really good live that he did. I mean, I really love Willie D. I love how he does what he does. He talks very well. He brings out all the information that is needed, and he's not on this like extra every woman is ish, men are the most powerful ever, we don't need women. He ain't on any of that. And that's one of the things that I like, because it's not bringing any kind of toxicity. And hey, if you're wrong, you're wrong. You know what I mean? And that is what it is. If you're wrong, you're wrong. He'll call you out on that. But at the end of the day, he's not bringing any of that kind of toxicity that's going on that we see very often in the social medias. Hey, I greatly appreciate if you could support me. Simply go to ebay.com. In the search bar, type in Latrice Limited, click on shops, and then support me. I have a wide variety of items on there, many of my own personal Latrice Limited items, such as candles, bath bombs, soaps, essential oil blends, lingerie, robes, so much stuff. I even have men's ties and comic books on there. Definitely support me, and do not forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.